Guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's feeling good. Hope everybody's looking good. But it's been, a few days. I'm trying to catch up now. I'm back on it, guys. I'm back on the vlog. I have been running around doing a lot of stuff, trying to take care of a lot of stuff, but I'm back now. I will be trying to do it again every other day, uploads. So we're back, guys. And I'm not trying to go anywhere again. I'm not trying to take a few days off, week off, any of that stuff anymore. So I promise you guys, I'm gonna really try to, stay consistent and upload every other day until I can get to an everyday type of situation. But if you didn't already, hit that like, share, subscribe button, join the VSLP club, turn that notification bell on for me, and then also when I drop a new video, you guys are in tune, okay? And you guys know when it's coming. So do that for me right now, and we're gonna get into this little ride. Actually back in Glen Cove right now. I came back 2 days ago, so probably today, tomorrow, Monday, I'm gonna vlog around here so you guys can see what it looks like. I will be coming up here more often, so you guys get to see, a little bit more of my lifestyle and how I live. So, today I want to get into the topic of why I think the Granturismo is the perfect GT car, why I think it personifies what a GT car is. And why, if you are looking for a GT car, if you're somebody a little bit taller like myself, and you can't necessarily fit in track, well, I can't say track focused car because this car is literally a GT4 car, but smaller cars, that's what I'm more so gearing, saying, and not towards larger cars. So this car to me, it is the perfect Gran Turismo. It is the perfect Grand Touring car. The weight on this car really, if you're on the highway or if you're on a main road or something like that, crossing a bridge, you really won't feel any wind in this car. You won't feel any shakes, while you're going at regular speeds and high speeds, so it's a very, in terms of that, it makes me feel safe. Like I have, again, you guys know I have a E350 2009. That car, the one thing I will say, and as heavy as that car is, if you drive it on a highway and it's windy, you'll feel a lot of it. You know what I mean? You'll feel the car shake. With this car, it's a lot different. So we're gonna get into that today. And right now, we're gonna get into this ride. Probably gonna drive around here a little bit, show you guys what it looks like. Let you guys hear the engine in the car. And yeah, so let's get into it. All right. put in the comments how this car sounds, bouncing off the walls. I'm gonna be doing a lot of little side street driving probably, so I'm gonna try to, you know, really want to see how that sounds on video. So put it in the comments how you guys think it sounds. you guys think? to talk about. The Granturismo and how it really is kind of like a perfect GT car. I've driven Challengers. I haven't driven a Hellcat, but I have driven Challengers. I have driven Chargers, a couple of BMWs, a few Benzes. So I've driven some things, a few different cars. What I will say about the GT is, what I like about this car, and what I like about it is actually what a lot of people hold against it, is its actual weight. Okay, so its weight, I forgot how much this car weighs, but I think it's like 4,500 pounds, something like that. It's close to 5,000, close to something. But what people don't understand about this car is that if you're looking for something that, you can go on the highway with, you could really, step on the pedal on the highway. If you're looking for something that, if you're going across the bridge and you going through a tunnel, not even a tunnel, but a bridge or, a highway, something like that, especially on flat land, like if you're in middle of America or something like that, and, you get a lot of wind on the highway, like this is the perfect car. Even for going fast on the highway, this car feels extremely safe, and it does. It feels like you have no shake. You get no shake at high speeds. And I'm not even talking about like how, it's a $150,000 car. It shouldn't have shake, at high speeds. But, this car, it feels incredibly stable. You know what I mean? Especially when you're doing like 90 and up, 100, 90 to 100, 100 and change. Like it feels very stable. Some cars, when you start doing that kind of speed, it does not feel stable. Like the steering doesn't, and even just the ride on the car, it feels very, it doesn't feel like it does in this car, right? So, well, not in this car, but a car that, is built to go high speed, but even a track car, being that it's so light, you know what I mean? Once you're on the highway and maybe you hit some wind, right? Or, you're going to feel the car shake, really, and the one thing I like about this car is that its weight doesn't allow you to feel that. So you can cut through the wind at like 100, 120 miles an hour in this car, and you won't feel any kind of shake. Like it'll be a steady ride. And I'm talking about, when it's windy outside, not a hurricane or, a tropical storm or, something like that. But, if it's breezy outside, if it's windy outside, usually, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're on the highway and you feel the car, shake a little bit because of the wind, you know what I mean? This car, you won't feel that. This car, you feel planted on the ground. You don't feel like you're gonna have any backspin. You know what I mean? You don't feel like you're gonna fishtail. You don't feel like you're gonna lose control of the car, even at high speeds. You don't feel like if I move the steering wheel an inch, you know what I mean, that I could be really increases the chances of a crash, and even that, like the steering on this car at high speeds to me is great, and it really is. It's you don't feel like if you just touch it a little bit that you're gonna be in trouble, this car to me, unless you turn the traction control off, it's very hard to lose control of this car. Now, you can always do something stupid, you know what I mean, and of course lose control of it, but it's a very hard car to make a mistake and, make a mistake like on a track car, like because of the weight, I feel because of the weight and because of steering, that, if you know what you're doing behind the wheel, you really won't, see too many of these crashed. I mean, you won't see, you really won't. I think you really won't have too much of an issue if you know what you're doing. It's not a car with all the bells and whistles, all the features, and it has blind spot control and, and all this extra stuff that they put in these cars now. It's not that kind of car. Like, if you drive, right? If you know how to drive, this is the car for you. If you want a car that, you can cut across on the highway, kind of similar to a Challenger, in respect of them having so much weight, it's sort of that kind of car to me. That's why I compare it to the Hellcat a lot, because it's such a big car. I don't even think the Hellcat has as long as this car is. This car is long. I actually just saw another Granturismo. You guys saw it on the vlog. The MC, that white MC convertible. You guys see how big the car looked. So that's why I compare it to a Hellcat a lot, because size-wise, it really is in there with the Hellcat. Now, I don't know if the Hellcat is as heavy. I don't know. I've never driven a Hellcat on the highway. I've never driven a Hellcat on, a main road, county road, or something like that. But this car, what I will say is, a lot of some of the things you would have to worry about in, a lighter car, like, so, a Porsche or a Vet probably, or, even certain Lamborghinis, certain Ferraris, like, a lot of them are too light. Not too light, but when you take them on the highway and it's a windy day, you'll feel, in a lot of different cars, you'll feel the wind hit it, you know what I mean? And kind of like shake the car. And don't have your windows down as well. You know what I mean? This car, you're not feeling that. Even with the windows down, you will not feel shake in this car. You will not be trying to move the steering wheel, you know what I mean? Because you got a wind gust. So, this car to me is very... When they say, it's used for Grand Touring or Gran Turismo, that's exactly what they built it for. Because you get no wind shake. The steering is great at high speeds. To me, it's the perfect highway car. If you have, say you have a collection of supercars or something like that, you got a collection of cars, maybe you got a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, a Porsche, certain Mercedes, whatever, and you don't want to, maybe you want to use that for the track, save it for the track. Especially if you have a Lamborghini or Ferrari, I personally think that you guys should pick up a Gran Turismo. And the reason why is because if you want to keep the miles down on the Lamborghini and the Ferrari, even though a lot of people don't want to put miles on these too heavy, this to me is the perfect car to just use on the highway. Like, if you got to go distance, I think this is it. Over a Lamborghini, over a Ferrari one, because there's more room in here, and it's a lot more comfortable, and the weight wise is just it's a way better ride, in terms of going distance, than a sports car, a smaller sports car. Now this is a sports car, let's not get it twisted, okay? This is a car that is in GT4 racing, okay? This is a car that you do see on the track. You do see it next to Vets, Porsches, Lamborghinis, and whatever may have you. Okay, so, I've seen some people try to say that because of the weight and because it's so big, but, this car's on the track with every other car, guys. The car's exhaust is probably louder than most other supercars. So, if you guys have, and I put money on it, this car, in terms of exhaust sound, your Porsches can't compete, Mercedes can't compete, BMWs can't compete, Alphas can't compete. The only thing I would say that could compete in this car in terms of exhaust sounds is probably a Lamborghini and certain Ferraris. So to me, this car is, and maybe Aston Martin, but this car to me is very, it's very much a good road car. So if you guys want something that's, to me, perfect for the street, So if you guys are into Hellcats, if you want to get a Hellcat, you want to get like a CTSV, you want to get a whatever they call it now, or, a 6 Series M6, S-Class Coupe, a E-Class AMG, I would definitely say look at these. Like, even before you bought a Urus, right, or bought a Parasanga, or even a Levant, I would definitely look at a Granturismo. If you're in the cars, if you know, if you want a truck, get a truck. But you know, if you just want a car, that's, if you have, like for me, you know, I want a Murcielago, you guys know, and eventually a F355. The F355 is not coming after the Murcielago, the other stuff I want. But you know, if you look at those three cars, if you look at, you know, even a 458, right, which is a little newer, same shape, you know, and a Aventador, right? So if you look at all these cars, they're really all different purposes, right? So a Lamborghini to me is really street driving, you know what I mean? You can use it on the track, you know, but it's really a street car, you know? Now it is a track car. I'm talking about the 12 cylinder. I'm not talking about the Huracan, which I know has a Nuremberg record and all that. But you know, the V12, you know, it's really a street car to have fun in. Now you can track it, but it really is a street car. But a Ferrari, everybody knows, is track first, you know. So put it like this: let's say if you had a collection, you had the Gran Turismo for when you want to go on long trips. You have the Ferrari for when you want to go on a track, and you have the Lamborghini just to drive around town. You know what I mean? That's how you're supposed to do it. No, but you can see really, you know, in their shapes and in kind of like their purposes, how they're all different, you know. So that's why I say, like, you know, if you have a Lamborghini and Ferrari, this car to me, if you want something to drive on the highway to keep the miles down or split the miles more so, this would be the perfect car for that. You know, weight wise, you still get everything you get in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, except for maybe the wedge shape. In some cases, maybe the doors going up, right? But I mean, that's really all you're gonna miss. The exotic look, everybody's gonna turn their head. The exhaust is just crazy loud. Sounds like the car is straight pipe. I'm not really sure how this exhaust is, to be honest with you, how it's even really legal. Because this exhaust is like just really loud. I've heard McLarens, I've heard Lamborghinis, I've heard Ferraris. You guys seen them on the vlogs. You know, this car is very loud in person. You know, so but yeah, you know, I do think the Gran Turismo definitely is when they made the Gran Turismo and they made it for Grand Touring and they wanted a supercar that could Grand Tour, it was definitely the perfect combination, you know, of the two. But that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. Hit that like, share, subscribe button for me if you didn't already, and that notification bell, turn that on. Join the VSOP Club. But I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.